Alright, back to the video. Today we are doing the what month? March monthly review. I dyed my hair. We will be talking about that, but just to let you know, I did dye it, but I also just washed it, so like it's not too seeable, but like the front, you know, like the front long part, this part, it's black now. I'll put up some photos right now of ones with better lighting, but let us get into the monthly review. I got new sheets for my bed. I used to have such a boring way to start, but who cares? That's what these usually are. They're kind of boring. Not too boring. Not too okay. Listen, not too boring. But I got new sheets for my bed. I used to have. I don't remember what type of sheets. I've had these. I got like literally these probably like on the first or something. I don't remember what sheets I used to have. But I have like some navy ones now. They're very, very pretty. They match my weighted blankets, so pretty cool. In my little place that I live, there was a traffic accident, and it like closed the roads for like a solid day, so you couldn't get to anywhere where you wanted to go, and we couldn't get any food for that day. Like we had stuff at home, but like we usually go out and get food. Now we couldn't get anything, so that was wonderful. I got the couch. Also, okay, really random. But like I was just, chilling like on my I think I was doing something with my anime list. I was trying to update my anime list. I was gonna say YouTube, but it wasn't YouTube. And nothing was loading and I was like, wait, what the heck? Like my anime list goes down sometimes, so I was like, okay, it might be that. But then like nothing else. Like my Chromebook was being weird. It was saying like you need Wi-Fi to reload your Wi-Fi. And I was like, what? How does that work? And then my iPad was being weird. Like my phone was being weird. My phone was on, but my phone didn't have the Wi-Fi on. So I had to go reset the Wi-Fi at like 2 o'clock in the morning, 1 o'clock in the morning, something around that time. Super fun, super fun. Totally doesn't give you anxiety. Yes, Dad? I've talked about this a little bit. I have a Dr. Pepper addiction now. It's not good. It's not good, guys. I started making a manga wall. It's not really a manga wall because it's just like a manga strip on a wall. But who cares? I'm still not done with it because I've been procrastinating, but I finished the first strip. So there will be a second one, but not now. I talked about this on my Instagram, by the way. This is funny. I put Slideshow Addiction 2.0, but actually it's 3.0 because I started doing slideshows again last night. That's hilarious. Yeah, I started doing slideshows again this month. I made one, but yeah, I've been making a lot of slideshows. I did one earlier this month, obviously, and I started doing more last night. We had to pick our classes for next year. Like, I just got randomly invited to a Google Classroom, and my counselor was just like, hey, pick your classes, and I was like, okay. I don't remember what I picked, but, like, I can include a list if I remember right now. Editor, me, if you want to do that, go for it. Daylight savings started. I love winter and I love like fall. So I love winter and fall, so like I hate this time of the year. I despise it. So I'm not very excited, especially with daylight savings. I do not like daylight savings. I like when it's not like this right now. I ordered some stuff. I got a new ring light. I got some fancy paintbrushes. They are very nice, let me tell you. I can't wait to show you guys all my art. I'm just going to make a bit more, but we will have an art video. We'll have an art video, guys. Are you so excited? And I got coasters. How can I pick this up? Got some nice coasters. Really like them. My parents got their COVID shots. They haven't got the second ones yet, but they will soon, but yay! Okay, I talked about this a little in my ASMR video. I would highly suggest you go watch my ASMR video because it kind of is, it's a life check. It's not a monthly review, but it's more just like a, hey, what's going on in my life? Similar to this, but not. I've been trying to get a therapist, which I talked about. I touched on a little, I was like, but no, I'm going to talk about it in the monthly review, so yes, we will talk about it here. So basically my mom was like, hey, if you want to get a therapist, I've wanted a therapist for a long time, by the way. She's like, I want you to go to a doctor first and get a physical, and I was like, okay, sure, I don't care, don't know why I need one, but I'll get one. So we've had a little problem finding me a doctor, but I finally found one, and I have an appointment on the 7th of April that I'm gonna go in at like 10 o'clock in the morning, but like the place is like an hour away, so you don't even know the ungodly hour I have to get up if I, like, because I have a schedule. I have a schedule I gotta go by in the morning, so, yeah. That's going to be eventful. And I also have a eye doctor. No, I keep saying eye doctor appointment. I have a dentist appointment that day too, so excited. Um, and then we'll continue to the therapist part a little bit later because it happens a little bit later in the month. But yeah, that was my doctor story. We went to Lowe's Foods this month, and I was sitting in the car, because I didn't want to go inside. I mean, and there was this guy, it was him and his wife, and they were sitting in their car, whatever. And his wife was like, "Okay, I'm gonna go in," went and got food. And it's just me and this guy, he's sitting where you are, but a few feet back, and we're looking at each other. And the guy was talking to people, he would just randomly call people over to his car and just be like, "Hey, whatever." I don't know. I couldn't hear him. But when my mom came back, he started pointing at my mom and I was like, so I'm looking at him. I'm like, because my mom was putting stuff in the trunk, and I was like, "Oh, okay." So I was gonna tell my mom when she came in. I was like, "Hey, that guy's pointing at you." But she ended up finding him, and he just said nice stuff. He was like, "Oh, I hope your day goes well," or something. Nice dude. Okay, therapist time. So I've been trying to find a therapist, as we just touched on about a minute ago. And I'm not gonna get into all my, problems and or anything, but that. But there's this lady that my mom has at her work that she was emailing about doctor stuff. I don't freaking know. But this lady, my mom was emailing this lady about doctor stuff, and this lady was emailing us about therapist. This lady was emailing us, is what I'm trying to say. And I was looking at the therapist thing, because there's this certain place that I'm most likely, probably gonna go to now. And my mom ended up saying that this lady, she's probably going to be mentioned more in the monthly review, so I feel like we give her a fake name now. My therapist, Janine, I like that. So, my potential therapist, actually, sorry, I'm not sure if she's going to be my therapist. So my mom calls the place that I probably am going to go to, and the lady was like, "Oh, you'd probably like Janine." My mom was like, "Okay," and she writes down Janine. And then a few hours later, this lady who was emailing my mom about doctor stuff emails us back and says, "I think the lady for you is Janine." Mind you, we did not tell her about Janine, so I think the universe wants me to meet Janine. And I probably will in the next month. So yeah, I will tell you how that goes. Me and my mom have been having little chats. We've been watching a lot of 2020, on Friday nights. Just, whatever. Yeah. I've just been sitting out there chilling. It's spring break, which I completely forgot about because, I've been an online kid. But it's spring break at the time of filming this. I'm filming this 2 days early, so this might be a little bit outdated. Probably go check the comments for whatever I say else happened, but yeah. It's spring break. Okay, I think we talked about this in January last, where I was like, "Hey, I watch dramas now." Well, I kind of took a month break from watching dramas because I was, more watching anime. But I started watching dramas again, and I watched Sodas, and I'm only on the first season of Sodas because I know there's a continuation. But I watched the first season of Sodas, and damn, that was good. And I convinced my mom to watch it, so the other night we watched Sodas together, and then she ended up continuing watching it on her own. So that was pretty cool. I dyed my hair. We already talked about that. And I've also been having some stomach problems. A little TMI, I don't care, but that's been happening. Before we get to the anime review, final thing, we got our new table, our new dining room table. I'll try to go out there and take a photo, insert it now. But yeah, we got table. Okay, definitely actually go check the comments because I probably will have watched more anime, and you're gonna want to hear about that, believe me. But let's get on to the anime part of this review. If you don't like anime, probably don't watch this, because you probably won't enjoy it. But if you think you will or you do, let's go. As you know, anime has these winter 2021, I think it was, animes have stopped airing, so we have a lot to talk about. A lot to talk about. Okay, I watched Amiibo no Entranger, which I know I'm definitely saying that wrong, but it's the new, probably you know it as the new Yaoi movie. Gave it a 9, very much enjoyed it. Started reading the manga too. Haven't been reading a lot of manga lately though, so I'm not too up to date, but that was good. Good movie. Hataraku Saibo, or Cells at Work 2, second season, could have used a you-know-what episode. Just saying. But they didn't. Still, pretty good, gave it a 7. I think I liked it more this time because it was shorter, and I don't like hearing certain medical term words. So that's the one reason I gave the last season a 6. I was like, I can't do it, I'm feeling uncomfortable the whole time. But this season was actually pretty entertaining. It was more story-based. Okay, the Wodakoi OVA put out or had their second episode. Very good. I think I've determined I'm almost exactly like Ko. Like, do you see the similarities? Gave it a 9 because also there was the first episode of the OVA, but that was a long time ago, so we're not going to talk about that. Higurashi no Naku Koru ni Go. Gave it a 3. It was a lie to begin with, so. Hano no Yashahime, definitely said that first word wrong. Sengoku Otogi Zoshi? I'm so sorry. Gave it a 5. I haven't watched Inuyasha, but it was actually kind of cool. So yeah. ReZero. I can actually say the whole name. ReZero Kara Hajimaru Isekai Sekatsu second season part 2. Gave that a 9. That was so good. Go watch it. Seriously, go watch it right now. It was so good. The music choices. I have had my new favorite song now is Long Shot. I also really like Straight Bet, but like, God. I've been trying to watch more random yaois because I just want to try to finish all of them. I don't know if I've told you that, but that's one of my goals. And so I watched Fake, gave it a 7. I watched the English dub. I don't actually know if there's a Japanese version, but I watched the English dub. Dee's voice was kind of cool. Not gonna lie, he had a nice funny voice. I don't know. It was just interesting though. Tenchi Sozo Design Boo, gave it a 5. It was a cool concept, but it was kind of cringy. I don't know. It just felt like it wasn't for me exactly, even though I like stupid humor. But I don't know. I just didn't vibe with it too well. Do we have to talk about 2.43? If you want to talk about 2.43, go watch my reviews. I think my reviews were more interesting than 2.43. And usually I wouldn't say that, but I can probably say with confidence that my reviews on 2.43 were probably more interesting than the show. And I wouldn't say that, so you already know. Jujutsu Kaisen gave it a 6. Very overhyped, and I think that's all we need to say. I'm not going to watch the movie, by the way. Unless someone really convinces me, I'm not watching it. Yakusoku no Neverland second season. Gave it a 6. It wasn't that bad. Like, yeah, it was, like, the vibes, as I like to say, weren't all there. Wasn't vibing with it. But, like, it wasn't terrible. I didn't, like, cry or anything. I didn't feel too many emotions towards it, but, like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, this was shit, and it was a 4 or whatever. Like, it was fine. Okay. I watched Dr. Stone's Stone Wars this month, but I'm not going to talk about it because I've kind of well, I think I've already told you. I've told you on my Instagram, at least, that I am going to be doing a Dr. Stone review. So yeah. You're getting a Dr. Stone review in about, like, a week. I don't know. You'll see. Will be good, though. It'll be nice. I chew halfway through the Idol. I don't like Idol animes, so I gave it a 4. I don't like Idol animes. I'm gonna say this first word wrong. Kimono, I think. Kimono, Jihen, 6.5. It was interesting in the beginning, but then I just kind of, like, lost interest. I don't want to talk about this one, but Attack on Titan, the final season, gave it a 7.5. Sorry, please don't hate me. It was good, but was it that good? I think the only season I legitimately liked was the first one. After that, I just kind of lost interest. Like, it kind of went downhill. X-Arm. Oh my god, have you seen the review on X-Arm? It's like last time I checked, it was a 2.99. At least we can all agree that we hate it. Like, god. I gave it a 2 to keep up with the meme. I had it at a 3 before, but then I was like, no, a 3 is too much. Like, no, a 2 is fine. Last night I randomly watched another yaoi, B-Boy Kidnap an Idol, which I gave a 4. For a 1998 yaoi, I'll give it, like, some props. Like, the music, first of all, god, such a bop. But it was, like, genuinely really boring. Like, I didn't, like, what was the point, you know? Idly Pride, which you can probably already guess, gave it a 4. And then Jakuchara Tomozaki-kun, which I didn't really keep up with too much. Like, yes, I watched it, but I didn't pay complete attention. So I'm probably gonna have to rewatch that in the future, but I gave it a 6. So that is that for today. Hope you enjoyed. Let's see you in the next one, which is the Dr. Stone review. So look forward to that. I'm not going to be doing a lot of uploads in April, by the way. I'm going to work on just anime reviews. So yeah, I'm probably not going to be too active on here, but go check me out on my Instagram, which is like Robin Stever, I think. I don't know. But yeah, I was going to see you in the next one. Bye. Probably in the description, actually. It's probably down there. I'll stop.